In this step, we're going to round over the front corners or front top corners here and here of the box. Now I'm just going to use a circle template for this, but this diameter, this radius isn't critical. So if you like a little wider diameter, you can go with that. If you like a shorter diameter, you can go with that. You can use a circle template. You could even use a roll of tape for this step. So I'm going to make sure I remember that this is the corner that's being rounded over. Then I'll take my circle template, and I like a little bit shorter or smaller of a radius. So I'm going to use a 1-inch diameter circle. I'm just going to trace that radius on that outside corner. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my other board here again, making sure I know my correct corner. And I'll just trace that radius on here as well. So what you wind up with is two radiuses drawn onto the corner of your board like this. We're going to use the disc sander to sand these radiuses into the corner of your coaster box. Now this is still left over from a different step where we needed an angle. To change the angle on the disc sander, you're going to loosen these knobs. There's one here, and there's one on the back side. A half a turn is all it takes. You can use your piece as a square, set it down flat on the table, and you can move this table up until it lines up. Once this bottom edge is flush and this side is flush, then we're at 90 degrees. You go ahead and tighten those knobs back up. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Remember, there is no award for tightest sander knob, okay? So just snug is fine. Now that I have it square, I can turn on the sander and sand this profile on. Remember, the disc sander spins in this direction, down on the left side. So that's the side I want to sand on. It's marked right here on the sander. You sand on the other side, that friction from sanding will lift your board up off the table. Notice how I'm moving it back and forth and keeping it moving as I'm sanding. Just a nice light touch until I get the profile that I want. So that one is sanded. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side. Nice light touch. Until I have the profile that I'm looking for. They should both be the same after you have it sanded.